Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into the microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Invisible War Blind, and was just about to take the elevator to Lower Seattle, so let's do that and hope the game doesn't crash. Oh, apparently it wasn't a map change, so it didn't have the opportunity to crash. At least not yet.
Looks like things are getting back to normal.
Anything in the dumpster? Don't mind if I do. Hello, cow. Haven't heard that company name before. Well, I guess this is a map transfer, so fingers crossed. There's always this weird delay between loading, which always makes me feel uncomfortable because I'm not sure if the game is just taking that long or has it crashed.
They're gonna shut the inclinator down completely. I've been saying that since it was built.
You said it wasn't gonna work, too. Then you said it was gonna get us jobs. You said everything, 10 times over. You call that predicting the future?
Think like that and they already got you script, man. That's their play. Make out like it was some low-town plot and see how we react.
Doesn't bother me. Only time I went up the inclinator was when I got arrested.
Okay.
Careful walking around here at night.
Actually, is it night?
They'll always need us for their dirty work. Like my brother Danny. He cleans the bots that clean the floors up there. How would he get to work without the inclinator?
He cleans cleaner bots?
I was just about to...
I guess they never invented a bot that cleans other bots.
Well, they will. The whole point of an enclave is to be self-sufficient. Once they're established, they'll crash a helicopter into the inclinator and blame it on a drunk smuggler.
That's actually pretty hilarious, you know, that there exists a position to clean the cleaner bots, and I'm wondering if this is supposed to be some kind of a social commentary or, you know, a satire of something?
What?
Because it seems pretty nonsensical, but then again, it might be a commentary on, like, the fact that the rich people will always need someone to do the low-paying jobs, even though...
I'm about sick of you making bug eyes at me.
What? I'm just thinking.
I'm looking for the Order Church.
They've set up in the abandoned Hartford turbine factory. You a seeker? You don't look the type.
No.
She means that the Order doesn't pull down many enclave thieves. Plenty of kooks up there, but they're afraid of the old neighborhoods.
The church won't turn me away, though, will they?
Nah, they don't mind if you hang out in the chapel, as long as you don't fall asleep. Man, did I find that out the hard way.
So where's the factory?
Head south up the hill from the inclinator. The old factory's just southeast across the street.
Yeah, I was about to say, it might be a commentary on, like, the rich always needing someone to do their dirty work.
Well, I never.
But it also might be a commentary on how the society in Deus Ex isn't really as advanced as it would like you to believe. Like, on one hand you have all this automation, but on the other, or maybe it's supposed to signify that the elites actually consider it a cheaper and easier option to just exploit poor people by paying them scraps than to invent a proper bot cleaning bot, because that would be more expensive. So, or there's also the possibility it was just a joke and I'm way overthinking that, but that's just something I do in general. Okay, I'll look around the district before accessing any of the doors to the other areas, because each of them has a chance to crush my games, so I'd much rather wait as long as I can until doing that.
Greetings.
What is that? Ah! It's one of those Omar androids. Hello?
So the Omar have an operation here. How's the black market in Seattle?
You will appreciate our merchandise. You may purchase now or earn a discount by providing a service to the Omar.
Go on.
The service will be a theft. In the basement of Club Vox in Upper Seattle, the manager has hidden a cadaver, an unusual mutant he wishes to sell to a biotech firm. We are interested in the properties of the mutant's tissues, which are highly resistant to radiation and extreme temperature.
You want me to steal a carcass from a nightclub?
A tissue scan, please. The biological properties could be used to improve Omar adaptability. Or would you prefer to make a purchase now?
What are you selling?
I have a black market biomod canister, which enables non-PSO chem functionality. I am also selling 3 energy cells for powering your biomodified systems. Or you might want 2 EMP grenades for disrupting electronic devices, such as surveillance equipment. As a regular customer, you must pay full price for each.
I'm definitely interested in the biomod canister, so that in itself might be a good incentive to do the job. But
Maybe later.
then again, I'm not really sure what is the deal with the Omar at the moment. So I'm not sure if I want to help them, but I will have to help somebody at some point to earn some money, because otherwise, how am I going to proceed? I'll think about it.
You don't look like you're from around here. Not much is open in this neighborhood this late.
Anything in the trash? I'm not sure why I can't jump in there. Oh, apparently someone threw out a perfectly good energy cell, which I'm not really sure why, but what's that? Is that the church? Yep. I think I would like to explore other places before going there. What's that? Ah, it's the other coffee shop that I was asked to sabotage. Which I don't think I'm going to do at the moment. Because it doesn't seem to be a very nice thing to do, and I don't have a particular reason to... Oh damn it, I didn't want to do that at the moment. I don't have a particular reason to dislike this establishment compared to the other one. Let's listen to the news.
Today marks the 1-year anniversary of the refinery riots, protesting the incorporation of Seattle into the WTO. Mourners held a candlelight vigil in remembrance of those killed in the chaos. After the results of the referendum were announced on this day last year, demonstrators took to the streets to make their anger and disapproval known. Protesters claimed that the vote had been somehow fixed and that the results did not reflect the will of the people, particularly those living outside the enclave. It took several days before peace returned to the streets of Seattle, but there were no further disturbances afterward, although some of the tension lingers.
So apparently the WTO took over the government of Seattle after some kind of a referendum, which some claim that has been fixed, which I don't have the slightest difficulty in believing, because it very much fit with the overall feel of the universe. Let's check the sewers here. Whoa, is that a mutated freaking... I'm actually not sure if my non-killing rule should extend to animals. Is that a mutated alligator of some sort? Or is it maybe one of the creatures from the first game? What was it called? A Karakian? Something like that. It was also a four-legged creature, lizard thing. I'm not quite sure. Although it seems I killed it anyway. Like, it doesn't say unconscious. I remember in the first game, I was kind of sad that you couldn't knock out the attack dogs and you had to kill them, because even the neurotoxin that disabled humans was fatal to dogs. And I am very much a dog lover, so that was kind of hard for me.
Spread out. I bet we can scare a scab out of his hole. Time for business. Forget it. Scab's gone.
Okay. It definitely seems like there are some potentially useful things down here. Medkit. Okay, I don't think I need bones. At least not at the moment. Energy blade. Illumination? That seems useless. I already have the biomode now. This is potentially useful against like bots, because obviously I can't use it against people because it would be lethal. But maybe I can sell it at some point. It seems like something that would be expensive. Ah, it's one of those Omar protectors. And apparently it's dead. I wonder if I can tell about it. Tell the others about it. Now what are those? I'll drop the fire extinguisher, because it doesn't seem particularly useful. Spider bomb. Delivering EMP, blah blah blah. Turns into spider bot. Kinda useful maybe? But electrical damage would be lethal to humans, so it's pretty much only useful against other bots. Firing EMP. And what's the scrambler mine? Bots to attack their allies. Okay, that's useless because, again, this is going to be lethal. I wonder if I can inform the Omar that one of their compatriots, as it were, was killed. Maybe they would appreciate that information. So let's... Is there anything else here? Doesn't look like it, so I think I'll just go back up.
It's not so much the people as the gobs. You know, mutants.
So you have a theory about the Inclinator disaster?
Not a theory. Fact. Fact. Inclinator traffic is half what it was 2 years ago. Fact. People this side of the Inclinator can't even get metro passes anymore. It's a complete WTO takeover, just like I predicted 5 years ago.
So it wasn't an accidental spill?
You believe everything you hear at a public terminal? The media is controlled by the WTO. Even the sorry scab standing next to me knows that. Want to make some money? You a gambler?
Depends on the odds in the game.
2 words, gob fights. I'm not kidding. Every night at the Greasel Pit on the other side of the Inclinator tunnel. Lived here my whole life. I know this town better than anyone.
So it seems there's some kind of a gladiatorial combat system. I might look into that because I could very much use some money. Greasel Pit. Now Greasels were also a creature in Deus Ex 1, a kind of bioengineered organism which looks kind of like a tiny dinosaur with wings. If I remember, it was like a dinosaur chicken. Okay, let's check it out. So of course, another load, another crash. It seems at this point, pretty much every other time I load a save, there is a crash, and so it's getting pretty annoying. I wonder if I'm going to have to pay an entrance fee to this one as
No
well.
active weapons in the Greasel Pit. First you gotta transmit the safety lock codes to freeze anything you're carrying. Then I let you in. Otherwise, take a hike.
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead, send the code.
Thanks. There's sensors that will reactivate everything on your way out. You're clear to go in now.
Okay,
You're ready to leave, just head out, and the sensors will automatically reactivate everything.
that's nice that... Seems there was some other problem with the game
Rules is
now.
rules.
But it's nice that at the very least I didn't have to...
You ready to go? You'll be scanned at the exit. It'll unlock everything.
I didn't have to pay to enter, because I'm not particularly wealthy.
But what about the apartment?
I already picked up my gear.
Your gear? You're leaving? Sid, you made me get this big place. Do you know how high my rent is?
Come on, I'll be back. You know this is home to me, Cindy.
Sandy!
Sandy, right. But a captain's got a sail if he wants to keep his ship.
Never was much of a ladies' man.
Okay, this guy here is some kind of a JC Denton wannabe, you know, wearing sunglasses at night inside a building.
Well, well. An Enclave kid comes down to cruise the slums on Daddy's credit line. First time at sea level?
My parents are dead. They were in Chicago at the time of the attack.
Oh, sorry, mate. Just talking chuff, no offense.
Sure.
Sid Black. Call me Sid. Best jet jockey in the Northern Hemisphere. So, you're on your own? If you need a lift, I'm game. All you gotta do is bail out my jet and give me a little something for my trouble.
Who has your jet?
Sophia Sack, crime boss of the port. Holds court in the Heron's Loft building on the other side of town past the Order Church. Took my jet because she said I came up short on a shipment, but she's a lying thief. Everyone knows Sid's never lost a load.
How much do you charge your passengers?
The going rate. But I'm up the Swanee until I get those mercs away from my jet. Maybe you could arrange an accident, know what I mean? Eliminate Sack and her 2-bit security force. You look like the type.
That's interesting, but why would I need a jet? Is it like a fast travel system, or is it tied to some quest which I haven't discovered at the moment? What does it? Noon Welter Hot Brow? I'm not quite sure what that says. I think that's German, but unfortunately my personal knowledge of German ends at introducing myself, stating my age and counting to 20, so I have no... Welt is world, but I have no idea what that says.
Sorry, old boy. Can't do much till I get my wings back.
Yes, I'm upset. Leave me alone. He's always leaving me.
Okay, Greasel Pit. Now, there's supposed to be some kind of a fighting ring here,
How's it going?
which I am very much interested in because maybe I could learn some money, unless it's to the death,
More
which...
uptown thieves every day.
Yeah, I got a lot on my mind.
But then again, as long as it's Stark is strong,
Always leaving me the feed jobs.
I guess this would be the strongest beer, also in German. As long as the fighting is voluntary, then, well, you may smoke here. That's a really misleading sign, because from the colors and the overall look, you would think it's a sign that forbids smoking rather than enables you. Okay, let's listen to the news.
Responding to the rioting in Trier, WTO Director Chad Dumier made a gesture of reconciliation today. He offered to meet with Order High Priestess Her Holiness for talks designed to ease misunderstanding between the two groups. The WTO is wrongly equated with blind commercialism, says Dumier, just as the Order is wrongly equated with fanaticism.
If we learn to listen to each other, we can coexist peacefully. The WTO fully supports freedom of thought and freedom of religion.
No response yet from the Order. Anti-WTO rioting broke out for the third time recently at the Panzerworks factory in Trier. Many blame Order agitators for the violence.
I think I already heard that. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to wander around here, but...
Another lucky night.
Okay, I guess this is the bathroom. I have no idea what that says, unfortunately. I can't even read that, like, I don't recognize the letters themselves. It's not that I don't understand the meaning, I don't understand even what it says.
A new face. Interesting. Introduce yourself.
Is this a prank call or something? Funny way to meet people.
I search every place I can. You're very close, but not quite the one I'm looking for.
Close to what?
You look modified.
So?
I need help. I'm a helicopter pilot. They're holding me captive, along with my chopper, at the WTO terminal in Upper Seattle.
I just came from Upper Seattle. How'd you get this call past WTO security?
I've tapped into the terminal's local network. The passcode to the hangar holding my vehicle is 00485. Get me out of here, and I'll fly you anywhere you want, free of charge.
I've risked my neck for less. I'll think about it.
Okay, that's definitely, you know, what's the word? Enticing, interesting, potentially very lucrative, but I'm kind of worried about who is she exactly. Like, maybe she's just a corporate enemy of the WTO, in which case I don't particularly care one way or another, but maybe she's a terrorist or something. After all, there has to be a reason why she is being detained. Pretzels. Okay, let's talk to the barman.
Pit's downstairs.
Ah, it's another one of those. Purity. Wonder what's that supposed to signify. Is it a sign of opposition to augmentation, or is it the name of a band? Not quite sure. Somebody lost a multi-tool, so I think I'm going to... Oh wait, that's Leo Jankowski from the Tarsus Academy.
Leo.
Chicago, you made it out.
What are you doing down here? Signing up with the Order Church like Billy?
Terrorists.
The WTO?
Leeches. They want a monopoly on everything, including security agents.
Then what are you gonna do?
You need work, you go to the pit. This is what I did. I found work. Mercenary. Black market. In a few hours, they sent me to Egypt. You said you never heard of Leo Jankowski? Well, you just wait.
I thought you wanted to be a corporate heavy.
I've been thinking about this. I don't want to be a lab monkey or be in anybody's army. I don't want to be a piece of meat they fight over. Corporate heavy, maybe. But right now, I work for myself.
Interesting.
Why Egypt?
I'm working for the Omar, you know, the cyborgs. They're a global operation these days.
What are they paying you?
I'm protection to help them open shop in a scabland Medina near New Cairo. 2,000 per week, plus mods.
Not bad. What kind of mods?
Anything I want. Anything. The best mods are black market, attack drones, bot domination. This'll add value when I go back to the corporate market.
Well, good luck out there.
Also, my Omar contact says they have stuff that goes way beyond biomods. Luck will not be a factor for me. Funny way to end up a free agent.
Now, Omar is, I believe, originally an Arabian name, so I wonder if there's a connection between the origins of the Omar and the Middle East. Templar Temple. Something 2012. Run? Not quite sure. Is it supposed to be propaganda, or is it warning about something? Because the Templars were one of the terrorist organizations mentioned on the news.
But I talked to Mr. Paladin, one-on-one. He laid it all out, straight up.
Uh-huh.
The Templars stand for something, you know. It's ancient, it's philosophy, and it scripts the paps off all that Her Holiness love and meditate and mumble to yourself.
These guys are mercenaries. They pitch whatever creed their boss tells them to.
You just haven't ever really studied the Knights Templar. They have the same basic ideas as the Order Church, but they believe it, they fight for it, and they don't rip off a bunch of other religions.
Her Holiness wants to bring everyone together. It's called koinonia, fellowship and communication. Yeah, koinonia. I think it's Greek.
You seekers are just little parrots. Cheep, cheep, cheep. Repeating a new batch of words every week.
I'm not actually familiar with the word koinonia, but it very much sounds Greek. And also, I find it kind of funny that the seeker herself isn't really sure. Like, you'd think she'd be better educated about the fundamentals of her own religion.
There's a new sheriff in town, in case you want to know.
I am studying Accolot, the mental factor for inebriation.
So I guess her current assignment is getting drunk, and she's trying to rationalize it as some kind of, you know, some kind of scientific endeavor.
That was a joke. Seekers can make jokes, can't they?
Okay, a point for you. I took it seriously, actually. I thought you were trying to be a procrastinator. I mean, you kind of still are, but at least you're honest about it.
Our faith spread like wildfire just after the collapse, but now everywhere I go, I see skepticism. Perhaps my friend is right. Perhaps our terminology has become too sophisticated. Our message was much simpler in the beginning. We need to find the right balance between truth and persuasion, between a complete science of mind and the value system that follows from it. Templar bigotry is merely a bastard creed. It has nothing to do with a search for true order.
Now, I'm a little sad that the guy...
My new boss? We call him Mr. Paladin. He made me a knight.
that the guy doesn't want to elaborate about the ideology of the Templars, because I'm very much interested in how it compares to all the
If the
others.
Templars' twisted ideas are permitted to spread, they will lead only to great suffering. These issues must be brought before Her Holiness. Our faith spread like wildfire just after the collapse, but now everywhere I go, I see skepticism.
Repeating herself. Ah, okay, so this is an advertisement. Advertisement? Is that how you say it? Sounds weird. Yeah, I think I might have the pronunciation wrong. Whatever. A poster for the NG AI, which I was wondering why this face in particular shows up in so many places, but I guess it must be immensely popular. Let's talk to it and see if it has something else to say compared to the one in the Vox Club up in the
I'm not
upper
anybody's
Seattle.
pet project.
Oh. Apparently, this one doesn't even really work. It's just a holographic dancer coupled with a jukebox. But I want to check the pit. They said downstairs, right? In case of fire, your next exit is over there. Unbelievable. Alternate route is dead dead pirates? Dead what? I don't quite get the point of this vandalization of this message. I think I might be too stupid to understand the joke. More graffiti, which I also can't read.
Match 7. Gobs are in the chute. Buy-in is the house minimum. Odds are 1 to 1.
You really have cockfights with transgenics down here?
Hey, better watch the feed speak around the pit, or these scabs, not me of course, but these other scabs might take advantage. Know what I'm saying?
Sorry. So how do I know which transgenic to bet on? They all look the same to me.
You work in a lab or something?
Something like that.
Well, we fight gobs down here. Green gobs, brown gobs, baby-stealing, sewer-slinking, good-eating gobs. Follow me? Right now, it's Green Dragon in the North Chute, Shutterbug in the South. Walk around, check the fighters, and let me know where you want to put your money.
Oh, so it's not a fighting ring for people. It's a fighting ring for bioengineered mutant creatures. So much like a cockfight, basically, only with mutated bioengineered animals.
Let me think about it.
Make it quick. Gobzilla's on deck.
But it's pretty much gambling then. I think it's entirely based on chance.
The bookie's at the south door.
Mean sons of bitches, that's for sure.
Okay, I guess I can count that as a lost money, so...
Looking for a sure thing? She's right under the grate there. Check out the scales on that girl. That's Green Dragon, a new gob fresh from the sewer. Mean as nails.
She been in many fights?
A Greasel don't grow up wild and not get in fights. I said this gob is fresh, understand? Been hunting scab winos for years.
I'll take your word for it.
Hey Jack, listen up. Want to script some real cash? You look like the mercenary type.
Depends on what you mean by script.
Final match is 4 to 1 odds. Buy-in begins right after this fight, after which the odds stand, even if something happens to one trainer's lineup.
You want me to kill someone's Greasel?
Shh! I'm talking about the champ Godzilla. Follow me? She's still at Tina's pad in the Heron's Loft building near the Inclinator, apartment 22. I'll give you a bounty if that gob dies. Plus, you get to make bank on the 4-to-1 situation. Cool?
I'll think about it.
Nah, that's actually pretty
Now for the
scummy.
big time.
So I don't think I'm going to do it unless...
That shutterbug under the floor raised it from a little pup.
Well, I am going to bet just for fun. I'm kind of thinking that the green dragon might be a kind of a... you know, a case in which you name your champion animal something intimidating to bring it up in value, so I am kind of tempted to vote for the unassuming one. I mean to bet for the unassuming Shutterbug, but yeah, let's do that.
Shutterbug.
Shutterbug's a cage-fed house cat, in my opinion. House should be giving her odds, but it's your money.
Yeah, and coupled with what he said, like, it might very well be true, but it seems to me like a strange reverse psychology thing, you know. You're very much discouraged from betting on that particular fighter, so maybe it's actually better and it's just, you know, a bait and switch. But I'm only going to bet 100 because otherwise I'm going to waste most of my money, so...
Name's Alex D.
D for Upper Seattle Dandy?
D for don't ask.
Well, better get your buns over to the pit. Your gob's dropping into the fire.
Pick your move, Bug. That's it. Nice.
Damn it. I'm betting for this one, right?
Just hang in there, Bug.
It seems to be borderline retarded, so maybe it wasn't.
Poor girl. This was her first fight.
Oh, damn.
Thanks.
Okay, so...
Come back later tonight. Tina's bringing in the champ, Godzilla. It's gonna be Godzilla versus Snake Eyes, 4-to-1 odds. Bet on Snake Eyes, you might just quadruple your money.
Thanks for the tip.
Okay, so that wasn't that wasn't really my best decision.
To get cleaned up for the next...
I never bet. I just like to see him fight. Now for the big time.
But I guess that kind of answers one of my earlier questions about whether the creatures from the first game return in this one. The Greasels look very similar, almost the same as in the first one, so maybe the creatures in the sewers were also the Karakin, something from the first one. Well, in any case, I just lost money, so there's that.
Next one's the World Championship. Betting starts 10 minutes before the fight.
Bet 100 on chicken liver. 5-to-1 odds, baby.
Okay, I think I explored everything here, so I can very much leave now. Oh, let's read the data cube. Damn it, if I've read this one, maybe I would have known not to bet on the green one, because apparently it's more docile. Well,
just trying to run an honest business where people can drink without worrying about getting shot at.
okay, here's to hoping the game won't crash. Yay! It worked this time. Okay, I want to talk to the Omar to see if they are maybe interested in knowing that one of their people has been killed down in the sewers.
Power glitch. Fixed.
The trader handles business. I am here to prevent unfair transactions.
They look kind of cool.
Shall we conduct business, or shall we wait until you examine the mutant?
Okay, apparently they are not interested.
Maybe later.
Very well.
Fuel cells charged.
Okay, so that's the church. I'm going to save this location for last. I want to explore the apartments as well. So let's hope it's going to work. And of course it crashed. I must say I'm not looking forward to another 20 hours of this. And to be honest, it might be a decent place to end this episode actually, because exploring this place is bound to take some time, and I would hate to sort of pause in the middle of a location. So I think I'm just going to save, end it here, and see you in the next one. Bye.